The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite detonator.
Scanning. Survey region clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! Did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And this time I'll be playing Deus Ex Invisible War Blind. Now, I've finished the first Deus Ex, also Blind, well, recently-ish. It's actually been a couple of months, but I upload all of my videos in advance because I have really crappy internet. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first game, especially the freedom it gave you and the multitude options that it provided for solving most of the encounters. And I also enjoyed the plot a lot. It was it touched on subjects that I find really interesting, you know, transhumanism, the conflict between tradition and technology, you know, how far should we push the limits of, like, you know, advancement and all that. It was interesting. Now, I've heard that Invisible War is the worst Deus Ex game. Like, it's supposedly a lot more simplified because it was, I think, first developed for consoles, but don't quote me on that. But nevertheless, I do want to experience it anyway, because I bought the whole package on sale once, and I want to experience the whole story. Now, what I'm interested, like at the start, is if this is supposed to be a sequel for Deus Ex 1, then which of the endings of the first game is considered canonical, because there were 3 endings, and they provided you with rather different opportunities. Now, I myself, when playing the first one, have chosen the New Dark Age ending for reasons which I detailed in the previous playthrough, so I'm not going to get into that here, but judging from the intro, it didn't really seem like this future takes place in accordance with that ending. So I'm wondering which one is, you know, supposed to be canon. Is it the Helios ending or the Illuminati ending? Now, I'll be playing on hard difficulty. I played on hard in Deus Ex 1, and I found it challenging, but not impossible to manage, and I do enjoy a challenge. I think realistic is a pushing it a little too hard as for the first playthrough, so I'm going to stick with hard. Wow, so apparently we're playing a woman this time. Can I only change the... Oh, so I guess you do have a choice. You can either play as a female character or a man. Now I myself am going to play as a man just because I am a man, and well, I'll find it a little easier to, you know, inhabit a male character's skin. Although I know a lot of people who, a lot of men who, you know, go with the logic that if I'm going to spend a lot of time looking at my character, then it might as well be of a gender that I find aesthetically pleasing. But then again, I don't think it holds water in this particular game because I assume it's in the first person, much as the first game was, so I'm going to play as a man. Yes, just standard white man. Okay, so hard, interface, blah blah blah. Done. Start the game. There was actually a noticeable delay before that loading screen. Oh, actually, one thing that I probably should mention, I am running one mod. It's called the Invisible Upgrade, and it's supposed to be just a collection of patches, you know, tweaks and texture upgrades, but from what I understand it doesn't change the gameplay or the plot in any way. It's just supposed to make the game less buggy, so I hope it'll let me preserve the original feel of the game while improving it a little in the technical department. Well, so I guess this is my apartment. Let's take a look around. You know what, I need to probably change the mouse sensitivity a little. So I have some kind of a trophy here. Binoculars. Probably useful. Acquired inventory object. Press I. Double click to use, or quick access move to the toolbar. I've actually forgotten most of the controls for the first game, so I can't even tell if this is going to be markedly different. If it is, then it doesn't really make that much of a difference for me. Okay, there's some kind of a chest, a data cube. Alex. Okay, so I guess our name is Alex. A map. It's a map of the facility. Okay. Probably useful. Data vault. So it's basically like a journal, right? Yep. Goals, notes, images. So this is our apartment. Oh, Leo Jankowski. So apparently Jankowski is a Polish surname. So apparently this guy is, you know, has at least some Polish ancestry. That's cool. So this is our apartment here. Tarsus Apartments. Doesn't really tell me much. There's a baseball. Not a baseball, but rather what's the basketball? Man, I forgot the right word. Can I? Yeah, I can throw it. Wait, how do I? Oh, it doesn't really bounce. That's a disappointment. That's one crappy basketball if I ever saw one. Okay, what else? There's a bed, a pillow. Wait, did I just hurt myself with the pillow? That's a little embarrassing. Well, Money bites candy bar. Okay, I can take it. Why not? It's mine after all. I take binoculars. Oh, wait. Post-collapse. So, I wonder if this means that the new Dark Age is actually the canon ending, but to be honest, this doesn't really look to me like a society that has collapsed. Well, I guess it's going to be revealed during the game. Some kind of a communicator, maybe, or a computer. Keyboard, holocom unit. Okay.
Welcome, Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle? What about Billie? Is she here too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billie just in time.
No one told me anything about an attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose, trust me. Why don't you come downstairs to meet the other trainees? Refer to the map you found of the facility. Billie Adams you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your assignment, Alex.
Okay, so that was the woman that left us the note. To be honest, I must say that the protagonist of this game looks a lot less cool than JC Denton looked in the first game. Although JC was kind of an edgelord. Like, he was wearing sunglasses at night inside buildings, and when people asked him why he's doing that, he was just saying, "My vision is augmented." But it was cool. Like, I have a high tolerance for cliches, provided they are done well. Okay, that's just a... Okay, that's a bathroom. You can... Probably shouldn't waste water. Wait, why did the toilet play me like an achievement sound? Was it really that impressive that I flashed it? Actually, I have quite a large apartment. Coffee maker. Oh, another data cube. Okay, so that's from Billie, our friend from Chicago. Although it's kind of weird that they use this high-tech piece of equipment, you know, like a an electronic reader, just to pass notes. You'd think they could just use paper, although maybe in the future it's actually cheaper to use electronics, because presumably we've fucked up the environment at this point to such a degree that maybe manufacturing paper is no longer a viable option. But it's still weird. Okay, can I make myself coffee? Doesn't look like it. Although maybe I need a... Wait. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed that this didn't work. Can I... Well, screw it. What's that? That's weird. It looks like a ventilation shaft or something, but... Wait. There's a radio announcement or something going on, but I can't really tell from where it's coming. Okay, let's check the fridge. Soy. There is this urban legend of sorts, although it's more of an internet legend, that consuming a lot of soy products actually lowers your testosterone. hence the term soy boy that some people use to insult, you know, mostly leftist types. Okay, I think that's all in my apartment, so let's head outside and visit that friend of ours.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
What will I didn't... Wait, can I enable the subtitles maybe or something? Wait. They should be on, but I guess they are not on for like background announcement or something. That's unfortunate because English is not my first language, so sometimes I have difficulty with understanding
Until our security
everything.
assessment
Oh
changes,
wait,
process
there
will
is.
be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
What's that? Not quite sure. Okay, I guess there's no point in picking up random faces and stuff. Oh man,
Attention trainees. Self-study will last
unfortunate.
only until the top of the hour.
Ah, self-study, okay. Well, I should probably check on that guy, but first, let's look around here. Snack machine, 20 credits. Well, I'd rather not.
Until our
Munch
security
bar.
assessment changes, process will be operating.
But there's a book, so... Again, rose from the ashes of the collapse. So maybe the new Dark Age ending is canon, but it's just been like several years or maybe several decades. Center of the old city, Upper Seattle. Okay, that's really not an impressive amount of information. I would appreciate something more,
As a closed
but I
campus.
guess the
Please
game
remain in the
will
main complex.
slowly feed me information. Okay, is that 452? Is that the apartment of our friend?
You looking for me, huh? You looking for Leo Jankowski? I'm probably in the rec
Attention
area working
trainees.
out, or already on a
Self-study will last
plane
only
for
until the
Ford
top of the hour.
RCP Special Security Division. And I bet you wish it was you, huh, plebe?
Oh man, that's really not nice. You know, giving us Polish people a bad name, being such a jerk.
Until
Okay,
our
so
security assessment changes, process will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
okay, so I can carry the body. I can't really loot it, although that would be kind of rude. Partially depleted ammo. Well, let's talk with the other guy.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Anything to say?
He's really dead, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm afraid
What
so.
happened?
Mike and I, we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's
Until
wrong.
our security assessment
I'm
changes,
sure
process
SSC
will
will
be
be
operating
sending
as a
help
closed
any minute
campus.
now.
Please remain in the main complex.
Okay, it's really weird how the lighting changes in between the conversation and normal play.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally, it's about time you woke up. Come on in. We've got to talk about what's been going on around here.
Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Yeah, so I guess that's Billie. And I think she was visible in the intro cinematic as one of the students that escaped from Chicago.
I take it you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator code. It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do. Maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Okay, would you mind if I take a look around? Well, maybe I'll not steal her things because That would be kind of rude. Some bread. Anything to
I'm
add?
sure you've already made a good first impression on Dr. Nassif.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly thrilled to catch me rifling through her office.
You've always been good at making friends.
There were an awful lot of strange files in Nassif's office. All this stuff about test subjects and observation. I can't imagine what that has to do with Tarsus. You should see if you have more luck poking around.
I'll let you know if I learn anything.
Okay, so that's actually good to know that you get different pieces of conversation if you talk with the same person multiple times. That's something I should probably keep in mind.
Have you met anyone else here besides Nassif?
Yeah, I've met 2 of the other trainees. I wasn't impressed. Just like our first day at Chicago Tarsus years ago. There's never any decent competition.
That bad?
Trust me, you and I must be the best Tarsus has to offer right now.
Yeah, I guess she also has a trophy of some kind, so we're probably like top students or
Nassif owes us an
something.
explanation for everything.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Okay, she's got some kind of a flag here, but I'm not sure. Ah, okay. I guess it says Tarsus Academy or something. It's the school flag, as it were. Just the same toilet as I have. Well, I guess I'll keep moving. Anything to add?
Wait! I've got to snap out of it.
Nope. And I guess the red bar is like the enemy health bar or something?
Attention
I
trainees.
suppose.
Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
That's a water fountain, right? Yep. And apparently it heals me, which is also good to know. News. Oh, excuse me, it's one of those public terminals.
Until our security assessment changes, the
Breaking
process will be
news. The
operating
city of
as a closed
Chicago is
campus.
under attack.
Please
We've
remain
only
in the
just
main
received the
complex.
first reports, so little is clear at this point. It is known that the city is suffering from some sort of disintegrative explosion. Nanotech is suspected. An excessively high mortality rate is expected. No known organization has yet taken responsibility for the attack. When you drink a cup of
Attention
coffee,
trainees.
you drink
Self-study will last
Pequods,
only
because
until the top of the
Pequods
hour.
is a pioneer of the new economy. Efficient, modern, clean. Pequods is on the cutting edge of nutrition and biomedicine. Our coffee will whiten your teeth and protect against ulcers. Pequods, coffee for your kind of world.
Until
Yeah,
our
that's
security
kinda
assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Greetings.
One, I'm a little bit annoyed with the constant background public announcements, but other thing, I guess it was kind of hilarious that they interposed the serious,
Attention
report
trainees. Self-study
about
will last
the
only until the top of
deadly
the hour.
terrorist attack with the strange advertisement for future coffee or whatever.
Hi, this is Klara. Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now. I'm probably on the lower level for training. But thanks for stopping by.
Proceed.
Okay.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the
Well,
main
there's a
complex.
guard.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation will be under control shortly.
What do you mean, no comment? I saw a man die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have mine. Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more. Why don't you let me help out?
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way?
I'm not sure what does SSC stand for. I don't remember this acronym from the first game. So apparently it uses the code
Until our
automatically if I
security
have it,
assessment changes, Tarsus will be
because I
operating
guess
as a closed campus.
this is the
Please
elevator that
remain
I've
in
got
the
the
main
code for,
complex.
so that's interesting. Well, let's go. I don't think I have a choice between different levels or something. It just goes travel to Tarsus Recreation, so I guess that's where I'm going. There's a weird delay between loading screens. And you know what? I just realized that there was no like character creation, choosing attributes, any skills or anything. So I wonder if skills even are in the game anymore. If not, then it would be quite a disappointment. But that reminds me, I should probably save, just in case the game crashes or I get killed or something. Compass tutorial. Okay, I guess I could use a compass. Like, it's not that difficult. Synaptic, blah blah blah. Binary code. Okay, so that's Nassif's.
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry, this won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one, just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe down here.
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan. Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Klara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
You'll be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. I don't have time to debrief every one of the trainees.
So I guess she's going to leave. I wonder if that'll give me an opportunity to sneak around. Although I guess I don't have, multi-tools, or I don't have the code. So I can't exactly sneak around her office, because Billie mentioned that she has some secrets. You know, secret files and whatnot. But I guess that'll have to wait. I guess this is Klara, and the guy running is Leo Jankowski, the douchebag. Okay, so let's talk to them.
Hello there, you must be Alex. I'm Klara Sparks.
Hi, what's going on? It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always growing. We hear it all the time. Hey, you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago, the whole city. Was your family from there?
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. If I can do anything to make you feel more at home, let me know.
Okay, now I am immediately suspicious because the protagonist just said that he had foster parents, so he was adopted, and it immediately makes me think of J.C. Denton and what was the brother's name? Paul Denton.
Is there a problem?
They were also adopted, and they had, you know, some experiments done on them when they were born, actually, as children. So I wonder if this will return in some shape or form, like if the fact that the protagonist is adopted will come back, and will it play some kind of a significant role in the game. That's interesting to me. If this is some kind of a medical bed, which I can't use. Anything more to say?
I'm not kidding about an attack. I saw a guard die in an explosion.
Really? I haven't heard any shooting. Are you sure it wasn't an accident?
No, but the man who interrupted Dr. Nassif mentioned a code yellow emergency. Does this sort of thing happen a lot?
Ask Dr. Nassif. I'm just a trainee. They moved me here a couple weeks ago.
After the attack on Chicago, aren't you a little nervous? Why so many transfers?
Actually, Leo and I requested to be sent here because this is where you finish training and get briefed on your first assignment. Isn't it exciting? I wonder what company I'll be working for.
Oh, so are we like corporate troops? Like private army or something? Because she mentioned an assignment to a company, which I guess it would fit very well with the overall idea of cyberpunk genre, because generally in those types of stories, corporations hold so much power that actually having private army isn't too far-fetched. Anything
so
more?
You've been here 2 weeks.
Okay, that's kind of annoying.
Just do your
actually.
best, and I'm sure you'll get a good rating. We have drills in the morning, exercise and self-study in the afternoons. Oh, and you'll be getting a suite of biomods. They give you the infusions during the first week.
Sounds as though you like it here.
Oh, sure. In the evening, we're usually free to move about the city. This building is at the edge of Upper Seattle. You'll be amazed at what a nice enclave the WTO has built.
Yeah?
Actually, I feel a little guilty when I think about all the people still living in post-collapse shanties. My family's from Lower Seattle.
Billie and I are from Old Chicago. We had sector passes to go to the Tarsus school in the new Chicago enclave. Guess all that's gone now. Billie and we always planned to send money home once we got assigned.
Again, talk of the collapse, but actually I find the dialogue mechanic to be a little annoying because I think it would work better if you just had a list of options, questions that you could ask, and then you'd be sure that you'd finish the conversation. Instead, you have to end it and then begin it again a couple of times in a row, which is kind of artificial and weird.
Take care of yourself, Alex. You've been through a lot.
Okay, that's a snack machine again. Let's talk to Leo Jankowski, my countryman. Well, I guess he's not Polish, he's just...
They let the Chicago transfers out of their cages. You're looking at Leo Jankowski. You train here now, so I guess you can call me Leo.
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a Code Yellow emergency? A security guard has been murdered.
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Not really, and you're kind of a jerk.
Sorry.
I'm the one with the perfect special ops rating. They didn't tell you this? Why would they keep it a secret?
Ever heard the name Alex D? They told me the same thing.
What? Really?
Just kidding. Listen, I'm serious. You didn't hear the explosions?
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Right in front of me on the apartment level.
Probably staged. A test for the new transfers. They rewrote the exercises because of my performance. If there was trouble, they'd notify me immediately.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't like this guy at all. But also, it's kind of weird to me that Alex, and the protagonist, is so firm on his statement that the guard was killed, because to me it very much looked like an accident. Like it looked like some kind of a malfunction within the electrical system or something. It didn't scream murder. Like it very much could be. It could be a set-up charge or something. But what I'm saying, it's not 100% clear to me. It very much could also be an accident, so that's interesting. But I'm sure he was dead.
The guard was dead. I'm sure of it.
Better look again. They did the same thing to me during summer recon. I got a perfect score because I kept my cool.
Sounds like you're in this for the adventure.
Why'd you sign up? Money?
My foster parents enrolled me at a Tarsus middle school. I never thought about it much.
An orphan? You're pretty pampered for an orphan. Why not be a banker or something?
I grew up in Old Chicago, not some cozy enclave. My parents made it clear I was going to have to make it on my own. When I got picked for the covert ops program, I figured, what the hell?
What the hell? What kind of assignment do you expect with that attitude?
A risky one, with a big salary.
Let me finish my run.
Anything to add?
Is that what you plan to tell corporate headhunters? What the hell?
Okay, definitely something is...
The facility is under attack. Alex, please get the med kit and the
Dr.
multi-tools
Nassif,
for your
please report
equipment
to
next the
A17.
pool. Just a precaution. I'm transmitting the soft key ID to your data vault right now. More details when they become available.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
I hope it's nothing serious.
You're not very bright, are you?
Dr. Nassif, please report to A17.
Nothing serious. Soda machine, no thanks.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
Okay, I don't really need that shelf or whatever it is. I need to find a locker.
Dr. Nassif, please report to A17.
Okay, that's the locker room.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
From that new holocron.
It's probably not the best time to be playing
Get your
basketball.
equipment. I'll watch your back.
Why do I have a feeling that you're going to die?
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
Okay, I guess that's not useful. It's just clutter. Oops. Sorry about that. Toothpaste, blah blah blah. Urinals, toilets. So where's the locker? What's that? Is that a shower? Yep. Focus on lock. 2 indicators. Leftmost indicator strength, rightmost lock strength. Okay, so much like in the first game, you can either break the okay, this is the Leo's locker. I'm not sure why it's not locked. I'm not going to steal from him. He's a little bit of a jerk, but I don't think that's a good enough rationalization for stealing. This is mine, so... Okay, a baton.
The terrorists seem to belong to the Order, religious fanatics. Their exact objective is unclear. All trainees will evacuate the facility immediately. Use the elevator in my office.
Pistol, weapon and ammo. To equip the weapon. Now you know what? Actually, in the first game, I did try quite hard. Can I... How do I... Ah, okay. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do at all. In the first game, I did try quite hard to go for a non-lethal playthrough, which didn't exactly work out 100%, but still, I killed only a handful of people. And if it's an option in this one, then I'll very much would like to try it again, because it's kind of unique and it fits with my... Wait. That's just a... What are you doing? I'm not quite sure if that's the way you use a baton. But then again, I am not trained in hand-to-hand fighting, or any kind of fighting, to be honest. Okay, is that a friendly? Yeah.
We've got trouble. I spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
Not if you're careful. Just stick to the shadows, crouch, and move slowly. You'll come through just fine.
Okay. I think we can... Although, I don't want to encourage her, because then she'll probably get killed defending me or something. But then again, I am trained in combat, so it seems kind of rude to leave her alone. Any more pointers?
Sure. Want to keep a low profile? Manage the line of sight situation. Hide behind things. Watch where the enemy's head is facing. And listen. I'm always surprised how much these amateur commandos give away by talking to themselves during a fight.
That's actually kind of cool, because it lampshades, you know, a common game cliche. You know, enemies betraying their position or their plans by talking during an assignment, you know, and you there in the shadows listening to them. I think we can handle one of them.
Don't be ridiculous. We can handle one order seeker.
Those are pretty big words for a rookie. Go ahead, you first. I'll bring up the rear.
Although, wait. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with that decision, because now she's going to kill them, and that's exactly what I wanted to avoid. I just wanted to knock them out. Stealth, best course of action, blah blah blah, crouching, walking slowly, avoid walking on stone or metal surfaces, so much like Thief. Cloak and move, biomods, don't have those yet. Thermal masking, blah blah blah, okay. Yeah, so I'm quite sure she's either going to die or she's going to murder. Well, to be honest, I might not be equipped to be picky with my...
Order demands your extermination.
Okay, so he's not dead. But then again, she is, so I kind of killed her. Like, not directly, but still. I'm very much responsible for her death. So, I'm sorry. That's poor of me.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately.
EMP grenade, okay. Ammo. Now, does ammo... It doesn't seem like ammo takes up space in my inventory. So I might as well pick it up just in case.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately. Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised.
Anyone here? Doesn't look like it.
Not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately.
Maybe now this is open.
We all got the same orders. Get out of the facility through Nassif's office.
Forget that. How do you know they won't just cut us loose, given all this trouble at their facilities? Grab what you can now. Get your biomods installed. Tarsus owes us that much. I got mine, and they're worth the trouble.
How? The facility's being locked down and evacuated.
Go back to your apartment. You'll be able to get to the biomod lab through a breach the Order made in the residential area.
Wait, do you know what's going on?
The Order contacted me in Chicago and told me how to uncover Tarsus' treachery. We're not trainees, we're test subjects. Finding out I've been used like that, I don't feel so bad about disobeying orders.
But where does the Order fit into all this? I thought they were a world church, not private investigators. I need to know more before I start making decisions.
The Order believes in natural balance, and they see Tarsus' operations as a violation of that. It's impossible to live a balanced life if your actions are secretly manipulated by a lab with its own agenda. Now you have a chance to see the real Tarsus. Explore the facility, starting with your apartment.
Well, you could let me in, you know.
Systems have been compromised.
That's kind of rude of her.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately.
Well, let's go back to the apartments. So, if we're really being experimented on, then that's kind of similar, well, kind of, to what happened to JC and Paul, because they were also orphans and, you know, used from childhood by agents that they didn't have knowledge of. Okay, did the game crash or... Okay, so the game did indeed crash, which is not the best welcome, if you ask me. Now, I might have a little bit different... I might have a little bit different health, because I saved before fighting the enemy trooper, so I had to repeat that sequence. But let's try again. There's this really weird delay when loading. You'd think such an old game would work better on a modern system, but then again, if you have too modern of a computer, it brings with it problems of its own.
Confrontations in the hall, you can crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier. It connects Klara's and Leo's apartments. Enter the apartment on your immediate left to get to it.
That might actually be a good idea, because that's a friendly trooper.
Programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to
Dead.
our cause.
Never thought I'd see people die.
What? You just... What are you talking about? You just did, like, even before the other...
Gone. This is crazy.
The other guy was blown up by an explosion, and you, or was it this guy?
Secret down there. I guess I gotta take him down.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cover me when I charge him? I mean, I can handle it by myself. It's just that in training, you always have backup.
Actually, you stay here.
You stay here. I'll take care of it.
Right. What was I thinking?
I already got one person killed, so...
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
I kind of feel...
Hey!
guilty for that.
Go ahead. I'll watch the rear.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Okay, so the Order has taken over the PSA system.
Inspecting surfaces. Rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Combat knife, blah blah blah.
Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you.
Okay, I know I shouldn't be stealing people's things,
Proceeding with
but
routine patrol.
but this is kind of a life and death situation, so
We are now in control of this facility.
I'm going to take what I can. Now I'm wondering if money is actually useful in this game, because it wasn't very useful in the first game.
Neutralize threats to our cause.
Inspecting surfaces.
There's supposedly a trooper.
What's that? It's a blur.
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Hello?
Sounded a little suspicious.
Say your...
Order be praised. May Your Holiness watch
Okay,
over
that
and guide you.
didn't really work out that great, but... Okay, anything to say?
Thanks a million. No telling what it was.
We are now in control of this facility.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not dead.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Do I want to use that? I don't think so, actually. I only have one multi-tool, so I better save it for something important.
Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Be advised. Cleaner bots in operation.
Order be praised. May
Actually,
Your
let's
Holiness
check
watch over and guide you.
the vent. Maybe there's something in there, aside from a shortcut. Doesn't look like it.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Well, I feel kind of dirty stealing, but I guess it's par for the course in most RPG games. Let's read the email.
You will each be interviewed individually in the near future to determine your interests and how they position you within the company. Please keep in mind how important security has become. We are looking for assurances that moving you into these new positions is the right thing at this time. No one has yet claimed responsibility for the attack on Chicago. We don't know with any certainty whether it was an accident, an ideological strike against the WTO enclave there, or something else. Fortunately, we were able to evacuate the trainees there. They will be joining us at this location and you will be meeting them shortly. We appreciate your patience during this stressful period.
Okay, that's also kind of annoying.
You will each be interviewed individually in the near future to determine your interests and how they position you within the company.
It should just play... Wait, is there something here? Yep, a multi-tool. It should just play all of the messages.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Okay, I've been here.
Vision. Evading contact.
That's Billie's apartment. Yeah, I've been here as well. Actually, I've robbed it. Okay, let's... EMP grenade. I'm not sure if that was worth it. That depends on how strong the grenade is and how prevalent bot enemies are.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Okay, so...
Now watch the ceiling while I cut the power.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed our security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Okay,
Not
that's...
just a sound barrier, he can see us.
What do you think you'll do?
Which one is it?
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed.
I didn't get a chance to read the file.
Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Maybe we should leave.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
May Her Holiness watch over and guide you.
Let's hope he has a sense of humor.
That's actually quite cool. This reveal over here, you know, that your apartment was actually a holding cell, and they were watching you the entire time. I do enjoy that quite a lot. That's quite cool. Is anything left to do here?
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, there's the hole in the wall that Billie mentioned. Can I climb up there or something?
Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established.
Kind of. I can mantle up here.
Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you.
But even then, I don't think... Yeah, I can't break the glass from here, so I guess that's pointless.
We are now in control of this facility.
And you know what? I guess it might be a decent enough moment to end this first episode. You know, we've uncovered some kind of an entry-level mystery here. The plot is picking up speed right from the beginning, so let's save. And that'll be all for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.